Oh boy. Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to office hours. Whew, what a day. It's kind of a weird day. Normally I am used to having a market close. This is the first time we have not done a market close since the 1st of December. So it was kind of weird. The afternoon went a little bit differently. But, it's what happens. Um, so a little thing about the Financial Express. So the whole idea of the Financial Express, it's been such a success. It's not canceled. I want to sort of be clear on that. So it is still continuing. It's just that anytime we miss it, it resets to the next available day that we can do it. So for example, we missed it yesterday, so we didn't get a stream today. But tomorrow we have our regular scheduled stream. I'll turn the Financial Express back on so we can then add Thursday, Friday if we want to. If we don't, we'll turn it back on Sunday. That is, that's how we'll run it. That's how we'll run it. And we'll do that the rest of the year because you know what? You guys seem to like it. I don't mind doing the extra market closes too. But yeah, you guys are right. Today's market, boy, dog's breakfast. That would be the best phrase I could say for it. Interestingly enough, there was a little bit of recovery in the afternoon. I know in the morning, at least on the swing trading side, I was, doing some of my step downs. I was doing a few step downs, lowering some break evens, but yeah, I'd like to see a better day tomorrow. And by the way, guys, this one here, this is our first office hours of the month. So every month on the first one, we're gonna. Uh-oh, the night bot's on. Let me turn that off. Let me turn off the night bot. There we go. All right. Yeah, the first one of every month, I'm going to open it up for everybody. So channel members and non-channel members alike can just come in. And the whole idea, guys, this is a chill stream. It's like, I don't care if anyone shows up. If nobody shows up, I'll just sit here for an hour and I'll play some games or something. I'll figure something out. But I know you guys are always here. So the whole idea with office hours is we can come in, we can talk about things that are off of the norm. We can talk about this, that, the other thing. Or if you do want some extra help with something in the line of finance, we can do that as well. Now, I'm rambling way too much for an office hours. This, let's get to you guys. Let's get to you guys. All right, Lance, welcome to the office. Should I say that for everybody? Welcome to the office. What a crazy day on the market today. I think there are more red days ahead. Did anyone buy the dip today? So yeah, over the last couple of days, I made a few purchases. I made a few purchases for sure. In the 0 to 100K challenge, there were some good dips there. Chad says bury every day, high, low. Or buy every day, high, low. There we go. Danielle is in. Oh, a second. Chad, welcome to the office. Danielle, welcome to the office. Good evening. Definitely missed the market close. I even logged on and then remembered. Yes, I know. So yeah, we yesterday we got we got 1/4 of the way to getting a market close for today. So, and that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I'm surprised we went this long without missing a single day. I honestly thought we were going to miss some in January and February. So, it's going to happen. But the streak is broken. So we got. But nonetheless, we're still on track. We're still on track. Roku, welcome to the office. Is hummus dip okay? I haven't had hummus in a while, but hummus dip is not bad. Lance, I missed a part of yesterday's show, so I didn't know there was no market close today. I was looking. I imagine a lot of people showed up anyway, just like, what? Where's, you know what? And this is on me. I probably should have done a community post just to remind people that we didn't have one today. All right. Hey, Jonathan, welcome. Ah, boy. Jonathan, of course, being from the Maritimes, I saw something earlier that you guys got another snow event on the way. So, oh boy. We've actually got a rain event coming this weekend. So it's only 5 to 10 millimeters, but 10 degrees, 5 to 10 millimeters, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll still be cold, but I'll still take it. Samantha, what a day not to have the market close. Glad we have our office hours. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, oh, boy, it was not the market. I mean, yeah, the market wasn't great. Actually, we're not, it's not a market close, but wait a minute. Let's do it this way. Hold on. First of all, this is supposed to be there. All right, now let's head on over here. So yeah, this is the interesting part. It was the first half of the day. Look at this. The first half of the day, we had that massive red candle, and this is the TSX. Recovery, the second half of the day was mostly recovery. So, once I had done some step trades in the morning, I was looking in the afternoon and there really wasn't much there. I mean, because things were recovering. Hopefully things can, I'm hoping to get a little bit of semblance of good tomorrow. And the other thing too is and you also look at gold. Gold is kind of interesting. It's kind of the same story. The first half of the day, gold definitely heading down, and then a rebound as we move back up. Stan says, yeah, picked up Air Canada for $18.61 today. Yeah, Air Canada, guys. Now, and this is a normal thing here. Let me go over to Air Canada. They're on the swing list. Here we go. So yeah, Air Canada, look at this. They actually made it all the way down to 1841 today. So most of my stuff was still tied up in my swing trade account. So I was only able to get in with about 100 shares. And I think I got in at 1851, maybe. I'd have to double check, but I at least got a small one in. But yeah, this is not a bad thing. Once we're on the other side of this, that we're going to go back up. The question will be, though, when's going to be the other side? When is this going to end? Now, Trump says a month, but, every time the U.S. starts a war in the Middle East, that's supposed to be quick. They never get out on time, but we'll see. I think we'll get a little bit of stability once the market comes back, but airlines could be impacted just a little bit deeper because who wants to fly in a war, and especially with Iran kind of right now in this, let's just fire missiles or drones at everybody. So yeah, it's kind of iffy over there. Perlovia, sure hope your IVN worked out for you. I am still in that trade. I'm still in that trade. So here we go. Now, we did get a little bit of recovery, but honestly, I need IVM. I got in this trade somewhere around here, actually, I think around $15. So I've got a little ways to get out of that one. I was so worried about my tech stocks this morning that I didn't get a step trade down on this one. So I wasn't able to lower my adjusted cost base. But if we get this type of behavior again, I'll definitely jump on it. Let's see here. Gursky, let's see, I bought 50 bank at 950. Not sure if I should have bought more. Yeah. How did the banks do today? It's kind of funny. My head today was in one place. That was, I was thinking about the next video that I have to, because tomorrow's my scripting day for the video that will be coming out on Tuesday. But today I was doing a little bit of back-end research on the ETF that I'm going to look at. So my head was a little bit there. Oh boy, yeah, look at this. The banks really had a bad day. Yeah, Royal Bank, look at that, 172. Oh, look at Scotiabank. Holy cow. 282 down. So yeah, not a great day on the market. Other than Enbridge. Enbridge and look at this, Constellation Software. Look at them. They're defying logic. Up 4.93. That's amazing. All right. Oh, and welcome to the office. Everybody who I forgot to say welcome to the office. Welcome to the office. All right, we're not doing that. That's stupid. The busy girl is in the house. And we have, let's see, yup, hummus dip is good. And the busy girl is back again. Yum, yum, making me hungry. Um, let's see. Simple says, hey, Candace, I picked up a little more BMAX and CLSA. Nice. Yeah, I do like CLSA quite a bit. Perlovia, mining stocks got hit hard today. Had to buy more. Yeah. No, and here's the thing. A lot of what we're seeing on the gold side, it's not all weakness. It's just more or less the US dollar had a good day. And because a lot of things like gold are priced in the US dollar, when the US dollar gets stronger, it does push that price down. So, Chad says, thanks for the invite. This is my second office meeting. Yeah, well, Chad, as long as you're not a family member, as long as you're not a channel member, you'll still get one of these every month. Roku, if we have another bad day tomorrow, I will dip red at the 1 month mark. Been a while since that happened. Yeah, that's a good question. What are we going to see tomorrow? It's kind of one of these things where it depends. In a way, it kind of depends on what happens with this friggin' war. If everything is, if there's no new developments and everything is just sort of ho-hum, maybe a little bit of a slowdown or a lull between the next wave, we could see some green tomorrow. We could see some green. And looking at the trends today, I mean, the overall trend was first half of the day was pretty much skydiving to to very low lows, and then we climb back the second half of the day. So if we can keep that climb going, we might have a better day tomorrow. I'm hoping. All right, smash the like button, y'all. Yeah. I'm not, and you know what? This is office hours. I'm not even going to mention the like button, other than the fact that Chad mentioned the like button. All right. Bismarcky says, good evening, all. SCHD. So SCHD held up pretty good. Yeah, and that's a US ETF. I do like SCHD. Larry. Hey, Larry. Welcome to the office hours. Let's see. Trump truth tweet sending ships into the strait. People can now pay to be escorted out, thinking Iran's gonna sink them. Oh boy. Yeah. I wonder how much Trump is charging. So that's actually kind of funny. Larry says, I bought more 2x Dogecoin. How did Dogecoin do today? Let's see here. All right, let's see. There's Solana, and I'm not. Doge is in here somewhere. Sometimes it really shows up, and sometimes it just doesn't. Where the heck are you, Dogecoin? Where are you? You're in here somewhere. Oh, well. Yeah, Doge is in here somewhere. I think they might be red. I'm not sure. I can't see them. Oh, I don't know. Actually zoom in. Let's just, I got a new mouse, guys. So I can actually, oh, here it is, Dogecoin, right here. Down 3.82%. So now, yeah, guys, look, I can zoom really well now, and I can crush and expand, nice and easily now. So yeah, new mouse. The old mouse is no more. All right, Lance says, I bought WXM, VXM, Z, VU, Bank, and HHIS on the nice dip today. Yeah, it was a good dip. Let's see, Bismarcky got in on some Utes and Biggie. SILJ, yeah, silver at one point this morning, silver was down quite a bit. What did silver finish at? I think at one point, I remember, I thought silver was down almost 10% this morning. But let's see here. What was they at this afternoon? But yeah, look at this. They actually finished in the green. Well, I don't want to say they finished in the green because this is still updating right now. So, but they have gotten back into the green. Big distribution day on Friday. Hope stocks remain low until then. Yes. So yeah, the 7th. So the day, basically the payouts on the 6th. A lot of dividends drop on the 7th for sure. Yep, when the USD goes down again, metals will soar. Trump still wants a weaker dollar, which is coming this summer, maybe. Yeah, and it's one of the neat ways that you can play things like gold, obviously. Let's see, it's a healthy pullback. Can't keep going up to the right. CNN reporting a missile hit a U.S. base in Bahrain moments ago. Oh gosh, well, yeah, a missile instead of a. Lately, it seems like they've been just hitting with drones. Like, and I kind of wonder, like, I don't know how big these drones are, but how much explosive power can a drone have compared to a missile? Um, a missile also has the speed as well going on its, going with it, I guess. Perlovia, in my opinion, treating this as a buying opportunity. Um, yeah, I mean, we kind of have to. Let's see, glad I loaded up on ALV, HME, and VLE. Just wish I had bought more. All right, and Larry says, Trump claiming more interceptors will be coming. We are going to bring them in from the Pacific, but how long will that take, and where can they safely land with all the airports wrecked? Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing for sure. Already used 5 years worth of manufacturing interceptors in 3 days. Wow. So, I mean, that's the thing. Talking about those companies that, that build things, build interceptors and things like that. So we're talking companies like, like Palantir, we'll put them in that list. They're going to have a lot of business when this is over. I mean, because, it's not like they're going to have to replenish all of these things so that Trump can be ready for whatever next war he has planned. PRL got hammered today. It might go down a bit more, but they'll be doing awesome soon. Glad management warned us about the government shutdown. Oh, and I forgot BCCL2 did more dip buying than I realized. Yep. Did anyone buy any chips today? Because chips go well with a dip. Yeah, oh boy, that was bad, but that's fine. I don't mind. Bismarcky, let's see. Trump does want to increase manufacturing in the States. This is one way to do it. Oh, hey, Patricia. Good to see you. Well, that's true. That's true. Interesting, too. I read an article yesterday that France is looking to start building more nukes. They're basically saying that they don't believe they can count on the U.S. as deterrence, against, nuclear war and nuclear moves against Europe. So they're saying they're going to have to step up and do it, and that means they need more nukes. So don't know how many more they plan to build, but, I think the last time France built a new nuke was like in the 90s. So... Pathfinder, once again. Now I'm craving Doritos. Yep. Doritos. It's actually fine. I don't mind. I'm okay with Doritos. Just get the hot ones. The hot ones are good. Let's see. Was thinking to swing trade TTWO. Any insight on the GTA 6 for the takers? Or for the gamers? Oh, I don't. So Take-Two. I haven't heard too much about them at all lately. So I think I'm a little out of the loop on GTA, but that will be. I think it'll be big. I mean, obviously GTA is a very big franchise, so when it does finally come out, that could certainly be good for them. All right, Perlovia, been watching PDAC interviews, and they sure seem hyped on metals, but remind investors to not forget to take profits, which is hard to do these days. Yeah, it can be for sure. Let's see, DoorDash on the way with Doritos. Can you? I guess you can. I guess you can order Doritos with DoorDash. You can pretty much order anything nowadays. Michael, let's see. The reason for the strike at Iran was that Iran was going to strike bases near that Trump did it first. Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons. I've heard many different reasons. Um, you know, obviously, I think the idea that Trump is putting across is that, you know, they're getting close. They're getting close to, you know, achieving some of their nuclear goals. But, you know, I don't know if that's fully the reason. I mean, you have to have some kind of excuse for going in, you know, kind of like, let's hit them before they have the capability of hitting us. Okay, fair enough. But, you know, there's also, you know, a lot of people think it's distraction. I've heard everything from, you know, and people were digging way too much into the Epstein files that maybe this was a distraction. I don't know. This to me seems like going really far out. The only thing I'm concerned about is just that uh, there's a process. You know, for one, you can't declare war. Like a president can't declare war. That has to be in basically Congress. Congress has to be the ones to approve a war. So it can't officially be a war, even though he's calling it a war. But um, yeah, I would have liked to have seen a bit more transparency. I think, even though honestly, everybody knew it was going to happen, and except for, well, there were some people. I think I saw an interview with somebody from Iran, one of their delegation, just before it happened, who was saying the talks were going well, and they felt like there was a diplomatic solution, and they felt very positive about the whole thing. And then a couple days later, there's bombs falling on them. Oh dear. A GTA 6 is coming out this fall. Take-Two will rise this summer, and once they confirm release dates, I've been waiting for for so long. Okay, November 6th. There we go. November 6th for GTA. Let's see, Larry. Yeah, bought Take-Two at 91, sold 230, rebought. What's this me? 196. Let's see, it's 210 gets released is what, November or December? Let's see. Trump said Israel forced his hand. Israel said it was Trump who forced Israel. I don't think Trump, this part I can definitely say, I don't think Trump forced Israel. Israel wanted this. Israel, yeah, Israel wanted this. So you know, if I had to pick between those two statements, I would almost say Israel forced Trump's hand, but Israel definitely wanted this. Paul, hey Paul, welcome. Welcome to office hours. And we get a good afternoon. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Netanyahu said he's been trying to do this for 40 years. Yeah, he has. So this is kind of the accumulation. And I think he was like, the last time that there was that little exchange with Iran, I think he was happy. I think he was happy about it, but not happy when it ended very quickly and, didn't get, obviously didn't punish them as much as he had hoped. Perlovia, could you put IFOS on your scanner? Really feel the next few months could this may wake up? IFOS. Let me take a look at it. I'm not familiar with IFOS. I don't think I am, but let's see here. IFOS. All right, here we go. ITFOs. So ITFOs. All right. ITFOs, they're $3.02. Let's pull them up here. Okay, so they've been moving up. They have been moving up. I like that. Let's take a look. No, they're fertilizer. So let's see. The company is a phosphate and specialty fertilizer company with businesses and projects spanning 3 continents. All right. Oh, and they've got a vertically integrated phosphate fertilizer business located in Idaho. Okay. All right. So, all right, phosphate. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Let's take a look at their back end, see if there's any concerns back there. No concerns. Actually, this looks pretty good. They've only got basically a 21% debt to equity. So not bad. Not bad at all. I like the return on equity though. The return on equity, it's above 20%. It's 33.41. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So Idaphos Incorporated. So yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, Siso says, hi, everyone. Go oil, go. Yep. Oil's going to, I have a feeling, even though today, when you look at oil today, yeah, there wasn't a lot of movement. We haven't seen a lot of movement since pretty much the very beginning, very opening of yesterday. But when we look at oil today, and here, let's take a look here, and we'll go to WTI here. Here we go. So you can see with oil today, we had a little bit of a pump in the morning. It flattened and then came back down. So that's the thing. Right now, if you want to play oil on the short term, you kind of almost have to. In this case, if you had bought it right at the beginning of the day and sold it around lunch, you'd have made a profit. So yeah, we'll have to sort of see. I think overall, I think oil's going to certainly move up. I mean, if you look at when Russia initially attacked Ukraine, that pushed oil up above $100 a barrel. So will this push this oil above $100 a barrel? I think it can get to 100. I don't see it going a lot higher than 100. Now, I think that it might go up to 130, but right now, I think there's a chance of getting to 100. Now, if this continues to escalate, though, that's the thing. We're based on where we're at right now. If this were to continue to escalate and we start getting some oil refineries or we get some more oil producing states getting involved, that can change. That could then change the outlook. All right. Talking about buying chips, I bought a chips ETF today. As soon as I see it without the I started thinking of the California Highway Patrol. Remember the old show, Chips? That was a good show. The 70s had corny shows, but some of them were good. Chips was one of those ones I used to watch as a kid. Chips, Simon and Simon, Emergency. So, some of those classics. $6 Million Man. There you go. Paul says, withdrew my Questrade transfer rewards to bank, then e-transfer to Questrade TFSA by one Tesla CDR, bought a Broadcom CDR, 2 HDIV. Questrade is too slow to move cash from one account to another. Yeah, that's one of the downsides, I think, to Questrade. I think that they're very slow at everything. Any dealings I've had with them have been slow. So. Y videos talking about about buying chips. I bought chips ET. I thought I just saw that. Yeah, I did. All right. Gas, $169. Really? That's you need a different station, Paul. Go to a different gas station. The Trump truth tweet caused the drop. It might. Yeah. Lisa, welcome. Let's see, oil might not go as high as we thought as the U.S. Navy does start escorting tankers through the Hormuz. The Hormuz. Higher, yes, but I don't know if it's going above 110-ish. Never know with Trump. Yeah, never know. You never know. Yeah, I don't even, is Eric Estrada has to be dead, right? I don't know. We got, Bionic Woman and Wonder Woman. Yeah. That's one of those themes that once it starts in your head, it can get stuck there every so often. Let's see. Questrade only have fractional share for you. Are you serious? I did not know that. Okay, interesting. The Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, yeah. Yeehaw! And the General Lee. That was a good show. Let's see. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at a lower point with which great sectors do you believe are low enough to begin a DCA? That's always a good question. I mean, I think tech is, they're still low. I think right now a lot of tech is lower than it probably is going to be for for once we get a bit of recovery. So I think tech is not at a bad place for DCAing. I'm just trying to think of who else could be really, probably, I would almost say telecommunications, only because I do think they're going to continue to move up. But yeah, and but a lot of everything else even when you look at the banks are still pretty high. They're down today, but they're not down big time. So I kind of look at it this way. So one of the things I like to do is when I am looking for buying the dip opportunities, I like to look at my average cost based on where my current value is right now. And obviously, if anything falls below my average cost base, that becomes a really good candidate, and I'm probably going to add them. I'm probably going to stack on that one depending on who they are. So, it kind of works out that way. Ones that, of course, I don't normally will add is if they're at all-time highs. I tend not to add then, maybe wait for a pullback or something of that nature. But yeah, normally I look at that adjusted cost base. And if it's lower, I'm gonna be on it for sure. Let's see, Jan. I've been watching a lot of 70s TV shows on YouTube, McMillan and Wife and The Night Stalker, WKRP in Cincinnati, Streets of San Francisco. WKRP, that was a great show for sure. Yeah, there was a few. There was definitely a few. And now here's the worst part is I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's a pure 70s show and what was like an early 80s, because they kind of bleed together a little bit. Like I used to like Matt Houston, but I think Matt Houston might have been 80s. I'm not entirely sure. Or it might have been, or it might float across the two. Not sure. Did anyone read the Jim Carrey story saying it was someone else at that award show, maybe a lookalike or someone in a mask? I've seen a lot of things. I saw somebody said something about, and I didn't look into it, that a makeup artist apparently made a Jim Carrey mask and went in his place, but I don't know. I just I don't know. It's one of those things that I just don't know. And I will admit, I haven't actually watched. I've only seen pictures and I've seen headlines. That's about all I've actually seen. Jim Carrey just isn't that interesting to me. No offense meant to Jim Carrey, but he's kind of been out of the spotlight for so long that it's like, okay. Sue, the new supreme leader of the Islamic Revolution of Iran, has put out a statement a couple of hours ago. It's very strong and concerning. I don't think the market will respond positively. I did not see that statement. I don't know if they have it. Let's just go to CNN. Let's just do it. See if we got anything here. Let's see. Iran renews retaliatory attacks after new strikes targeted its leader. All right. Yeah, it's not really telling us a lot here, but oh well. How Iran strikes have damaged the U.S. military sites. Live updates. So Qatar arrested some people. Iran missile hits largest U.S. base. Oh, I think that was something you guys were mentioning. Let's see. Democrats warn that Iran conflict may unleash a math problem on Iran munitions. Okay. Iran begins broad wave of strikes, or Israel begins a broad wave of strikes in Iran. I don't think Iran's going to strike themselves. Oh, Eric is still alive. Google says he is 76. Nice. If you were to pick a stock for March, what would that be? Right now, oh boy, I think if I were really, depending on how this war is going to go, that's going to, of course, determine which way I would go. But it would be an ETF because, it's in safer play. Something like XEG or XGD. So those would be capped energy and gold. So kind of those two ETFs, I think would be my play. If I could only grab just a couple of things, that's probably what I would look at. Just and here's the thing. If we do get a conclusion of the war towards the end of March, I'm going to be jumping off of those investments as well. Locking in the profits. Even though I love both of them, and I think they're great for long-term holds, I think in this case, the goal was to add a bunch of money, right? So I would ride them up. You know, I would probably keep my core position. Like, let's say, for example, if I had 50 XEG and that was my core position, well, maybe I might add 100 for the month and cash out that 100, when oil peaks somewheres down the road. So that might be what I might do. Let's see. Yes, I was so disappointed for Questrade. I started an income portfolio not having fractional share. Sucks. Yeah, it really does. I didn't know. This is the first I've heard that it's only US stocks. Holy banana bread. Yeah, Questrade wins, guys. Sorry, Questrade does not win. Wealthsimple wins easily, hands down, I think. Let's see, Lance. The new Supreme Leader was on the job for a cup of coffee before getting bombed. They had another meeting with 80 plus officials, got together in person, and the US bombed the building they were all in. My God. It's like, yeah, I know I had seen another story earlier where it was like, the couple of people who they thought might be good as leaders to take over after they killed the leader, both got killed as well in the whole bombing. So it's like they're killing their backups and let's see. I've been waiting for 2 weeks for Wealthsimple to transfer my TFSA from Questrade. Bad timing, but it will be nice to have it with my trading account. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I am very much looking forward to seeing if one of us wins on the Is it the 14th? The 14th, I think. 13th, 14th. So if they do it as a scratch ticket type thing on your thing, and that's what I heard they're doing, I'll do it on the air. I'll do it on the air. Let's see. Why not use Wealthsimple, Patricia? Exactly. What is the price? What is the price is above your average price, but not all-time highs? Oh, so what if? So what if the price? Well, it boils down to a couple things, right? So if it's a good month, all of the prices might be above my low. So in a case like that, I will usually look at, which one is not too bad above my price. And I'll also look at the price movement as well. So like, for example, let's say I wanted to add more Canoe. Well, Canoe has been at all-time highs, but when you look at what they've done, and let's see here, I think they're down today. So today would be well, they're down a little bit today. But, I would be, oh boy, look at that. Wow. So they had a little bit of a dip. Now, that'd be a hard dip to catch. That might be a hard dip to catch because it was pretty fast. But yeah, let's just go to the year though. So yeah, when you're looking at something like this, if this is a position you wanted to get into, it's one of those hard things. Like, if you're here and you're like, I'm just gonna wait for a good dip, maybe that dip's not good enough, and you're like, well, I missed the last dip. I'll grab this dip. Well, this dip is now higher than there. So it's kind of that weird thing. Like dollar cost averaging in its purest form, is just dollar cost averaging into it, of course. Basically maybe once a week or maybe once a month on it might be every payday at noon, because, well, what I would do is I would probably try to even remove that. If I was doing true dollar cost averaging, I would just put the funds in the account and then set up the account to say, maybe the first Monday of every month, it will buy at, let's say at noon, it'll buy 10 shares or 100 shares, whatever it is. That's true dollar cost averaging because you're taking all emotion out of it. But yeah, if something like this, and I did get this fallback, I would be more inclined to grab it here if I had the chance, because I mean, that may not have been, I don't know exactly how long it was in this little gully for. It might not, it might have been a situation where you kind of like set up a limit buy and hope it hits it. That's one way to do it. So for me, if I have a whole bunch, like I said, yeah, it really boils down to, I put more, and there's more factors in it as well. Another factor as well is my diversification. So if you look at CNR, I love CNR. I'd love to have more CNR, but CNR, it's an expensive stock, so it doesn't take many stocks to get yourself to your, to get yourself to where you have enough diversification into that sector. So when CNR was down for like the last little while, I really would have loved to have added another, but I didn't add anymore because, like I said, right now, CNR is a single stock, so I don't like to go above 5% with a single stock. And with CNR, right now, I am at, let me take a look here. I'll drag it over here. CNR. Oh, it's alphabetical, Candace. Don't be an idiot. Right now, I'm sitting at 5.11. So I am at a stage where I could buy one more CNR. I could. But right now, CNR is up. So CNR is currently sitting at 151. My adjusted cost base is at 139. So this is a situation where if I want to add another CNR, I would prefer to buy it under 139, but who knows if we're going to get there? Who knows if we're going to get there? Um, you know, so I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, but here's the interesting thing. London Gold took a little bit of a hit today. It's now down to 127% total return. If any of you watched today's video or yesterday, if you the 0 to 100K challenge, it was up like at 150. So that was, of course, for the end of February. So that did not take into account the actual war starting. But oh well, it happens. It happens. All right. Let's see. Trump tells himself he is the GOAT. Yeah. Well, uh, yeah, maybe. He may not be the GOAT, but he certainly knows how to rack up those medals, that's for sure. Back into METC in 13, 14, now 1580. Last year bought for 12, 13, sold for 54, so I'll take this ride again. Nice. All right. Ian says, I'm late to the chat. Why did oil go down today? ENCL and WCB both down. Don't spend too much time on it. You already covered this. No. Oil, the same reason that gold went down in the morning. One of the biggest reasons, oil went up in the morning, went down in the afternoon. Apparently there was a Trump truth that certainly impacted as well. I don't know the exact nature of the truth, but I will say one of the things that did impact anything priced in USD today is the fact that USD was a little bit on the strong side today. USD actually had a pretty good day. Yeah, that Turkey episode of WKRP, definitely a classic. Absolutely. And you can watch that whole episode for free on YouTube. It is there. So one of the funniest half hours on television for sure. Yeah, what do you mean a turkey can't fly? Wajax did very well today, but the 70s and 80s shows all the family watched Little House on the Prairie. Yeah. And one of the things that used to bug me as a kid is you had Little House on the Prairie. Then when that was done, you had Highway to Heaven. And I swear the theme songs for both of them are way too similar. Way too similar. So let's see, Larry, the interim leader or the religious council, Israel tried to hit, or did they vote? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Like, I haven't watched any news tonight. Paul, let's see, 9C here a week ago, plus minus a few days. We had snow like half an inch, next day gone. Do you believe HME still has a long way to run? They have a great score in stock unlock. It's tough for me to know how far it'll go when a stock starts running. Yeah, that's kind of that interesting thing. So, HME. So Hemisphere Energy Corporation, here we go. So yeah, one of the downsides with HME is obviously that they're still pretty small, but let's just look at this. Yeah, they've certainly been running. Now I will look at something like this, and I usually expect a correction after something like this. So, they've had a big run since pretty much, they've been on the run right here since about Yeah, almost the beginning of January. So January 7th is when they hit this last little low. Excuse me. We'll probably see a little bit of a pullback. But it really, I mean, they can keep going further, but at the same time, I would be a little cautious. I myself, if I got in down here at 193 and we're up at 242, I might even throw in some stop losses just in case they decide to retrace. Because if it fires and they retrace, I can always get back in at a lower price later. Unless they're if they're in your TFSA, you can't because you kind of have to sit out for 30 days. But yeah, that's kind of what I would do with this. Um, and looking at the back end, you know, once again, very little debt, really good return on equity. So I like them. I think they can run longer. I think there will be a correction, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how far back they would fall. They may not fall that far. It really depends. But their fundamentals look good. Their fundamentals certainly look good on the back end. So stock unlock. They might be right. They might be right. Let's see, Paul, finding out Snowball Analytics for estimating future distributions. They take the trailer distributions and somehow project those forward for each month is different. Let's see, your call for tomorrow, red, green. Oh boy, that's, I'm gonna go green. I'm gonna go green. But you know what? We're in this situation now where it's so easy. Like the market's not super predictable right now. It's really not. But I'm going to base this on the fact that we had a rebound in the second half of the trading day today. And I'm going to see if that'll pull forward till tomorrow. But at the same time, I think there's a high chance of being wrong. We're kind of at that point where, you know how I like things to have I like probabilities. I like it when the probability is like, all right, there's a 60, 70% chance we're going to see a green market tomorrow. Right now, I would say 50-50, but being the optimist, I'm going to grab the green side. All right, let's see. If the USA can somehow move safely through the strait with all those hills and mountains for hiding Chinese anti-ship missiles, I will bet against crude. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Green till lunch, red end of the day. That's Chad's 2 cents. All right. Thinking recovery day for us tomorrow. There we go. Patricia says, I have do not my account with I do have my account with Wealthsimple. I was thinking of creating an account with American Security to be able to use Norbit's Gambit and change my mind. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and Wealthsimple is, I think it's in, somebody was telling me the other day that it was in beta. So that's cool. Let's see, I hope so. Holding all my swings today. Yep, I did as well. Does anyone in chat use Moomoo? No. I will say, though, that Moomoo wanted me to promote them for the longest time, and I was just like, nope, I don't want to. Pierre said, hi, Candace. If you had spare cash and you need to pick one fund between HHIS, HYLD, and HDIV at this current moment, where would your money go? All right. And I can only pick one. Oh, boy. Good question. Whew, excuse me. I'm gonna stick Canadian. I'll stick with HDIV. I think I'll stick with HDIV for now. But I do like all three. All right. Let's see. I did part with a PHX Energy today, so you may want to look into buying. There we go. Hopefully you left at a profit. Let's see. There are no silver miner ETFs in Canada. They're in USD, SILJ. No. Oh, I just got somebody messaged me and I was looking at. I think it's something. I think Sue sent me something. My watch just says Sue's name, so I'm like, okay, Sue sent me something. But all right, we'll take a look at that in a moment. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Okay, so no silver miner ETFs in Canada. They're in USD. So SILJ, SIL, and a few others in USD. I wish they had those in Canada too. When I eventually sell SILJ, I'll use Norbit's Gambit to convert back to Canadian. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sue, Candace, when I'm using channels, can I use a one-day chart? If so, does it just mean that it may take longer for the move? I'm looking at NVIDIA. So yeah, obviously, so when you're looking at a chart, and here, let's head over here for a moment. And you know what? Let's go to my swing list. And let's go to, I thought I had NVIDIA in here. Maybe I don't. All right, I'm going to add the NVIDIA one, NVDA, and I want we're going to grab the, there we go, perfect. So this here is, this is the CDR, but right now, like this is my standard. So right now I'm looking at 1 hour candles. Oh, go away. So I'm using 1 hour candles, and it kind of gives me, and I'm looking, basically I'm looking from about, I'm looking at almost a month here. This is almost a month in time, all at 1 hour candles, each of these candles being 1 hour. Now, if you want, you can zoom out. So there's a few ways you can zoom out. One way is you can look at larger time frames. So if you're trading on a longer time frame, you could change it, for example, to 1 day candles. And these are 1 day candles right here. All right, so now when you look at 1 day candles, and let's say we want to bring in some charting here. All right, let's see. How does that, looks like we might actually have something here. All right, yeah, look at this, we have a channel. Very cool. So on that long term, we have a channel. But so if you look at this, each of these is a day. So when you look at going from the top of this channel to the bottom of this channel, that took 1, 2, 3, basically 3 trading days. So conceivably, you could potentially do it in 3 days. But I mean, if you look at going up this time, this one here, so you basically had 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So 4 days. Now this one over here would have taken a lot longer. So yes, you can do it in days, but you have to keep in consideration. And that's the thing, just sort of look at how long it takes. You can sort of get a general idea, a general sense. Now, keep in mind, days, it's easy. If you are looking at the hours, you have to keep in mind that the market's only open for like what, is it 7 hours roughly? So roughly 7 hours in a day. So 7 candles are going to make a day. So when you're sort of figuring that out, you might, you don't want to be counting the candles that are, well, the candles that don't happen. You don't want to count those. You just want to count that 7 and say, okay, there's 1 day. So yeah, this is another way. And sometimes you can back out and you can see a more clear pattern. And in this case here, yeah, we got a very clear channel here. A little bit of mush here in the middle, but we got these hits here. We got another hit down. Didn't go all the way down, and that happens. So actually, if I was playing this, I probably would have missed this one because I probably would have had my stop loss or my take profits would have been down in about here-ish. So I might have just missed this one. As in getting back in. So because I would have sold up here, I would have missed here, and then I would have been getting back in about now-ish and looking to hopefully go up. Now I really hope it does it does actually come back up. So far it's respected that, because if it comes back up, that's good for me. I'm stuck in an NVIDIA trade, so I do like that. All right. Let's see, Lance, I think start in the red and maybe move to the green, but not by much. I think the middle of the week is going to be the calm before another storm, and I think another big one is not too far away. Yeah. Sorry for the hypo, the hippo. Sorry, I was gonna hypo, the typo. HHIS, if you need more income, HDIV, if you want less income, and 70% Canada and 30% US, that grows too. There we go. Awesome. And Lance in there gifting a Mountain Finance membership. Christy, yeah, Christy won. Hi, Christy. And let's, even though it's market hours, I can still crack out the goats. There's nothing saying I can't. So there's a goat for you. A late night. Oh, you know what? I should make like a goat in pajamas trying to sleep. So anytime somebody gifts when we're in office hours, we could pull that out. Just a thought. Just a thought. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hoping for a red day tomorrow. Missed a couple of goodbyes. Oh, Doorpat. Were you able to get out of any of your swings today, Candace? I was not. I was not. But I did get some of my averages down a bit. So I think I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I think Microsoft is getting really close. Should have an office goat. Yeah. I don't know what an office goat would look like, but that'd be kind of cool. That would definitely be cool for sure. Yeah, Patricia likes the goat. It could be a goat with pajamas in an office. So an office goat party or an office? Yeah, I'll figure it out. Why video says both. There we go. There we go. Good idea. Office goat chilling with a coffee in a cozy chair. I know. Oh, I do not have a coffee tonight. I do not have a coffee. Hello all, says Punky. You're coming in at the end. These things are these are the short ones, right? These ones are about an hour. So, what can I say? What can I say? And these ones are chill. Like no topic, just chill. I try to keep the energy down, which is kind of funny. It's the exact opposite of what I try to do in regular live streams where I'm trying to pump up the energy and everything. But here I'm like, yeah, it's chill. Very, very chill. What can I say? Guys. Oh, well. Oh, I had a lot of fun with the bingo game. I don't know about you guys, but if you watched the stream yesterday, obviously we had an ending that could not have been foreseen because we came down to one single thing. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. I've been thinking about the bingo. I'm thinking, why don't we do a bingo card I don't know if I want to do it every Sunday, but we'll do at least once a month. We'll do one once a month on the Sunday. And then we'll on the next market close, we'll check it. And I was thinking, let's do it for that one show when we do it. If we get a bingo, let's have that bingo act as four supers. So if we get a bingo, then that'll buy a show. I just thought that would be kind of a neat way, kind of a neat little wrench to throw in every so often. But I just thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. Let me know. What did you guys find that bingo? Was the bingo fun? Was the bingo fun? For me, it was. Maybe you guys were like, oh God, this is not fun. I don't know. Y says, let's see, the S&P futures doesn't look so bad until now. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not even, I look at the futures, like tomorrow morning, I'll look at the futures, probably about, well, tomorrow is aerobics day. It's not a weight day. So probably by about 9 o'clock, I'll look at the futures. Sue says, yes, I would like that. Yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun. So, and the bingo. Yeah, and no guarantee that we'll get another crazy one like that first one, but that. So those of you who didn't watch it, so basically, we predicted on Sunday whether a stock would be red or green. And we then, if we got it right, we got a dab. So for a bingo. And it came down to the last stock. And there was only one, that stock had to be right for us to have a bingo. Well, when we checked to see if it was up or down, and I think it was predicted to be down, it came in at 0.00. It was the exact same price as when it opened. So it was yeah, it just didn't do it. And that was just hilarious. It was like, what are the odds of a stock coming in exactly 0.00? What were the odds? Obviously, there were some odds because it happened, but I couldn't believe it. Perlovia, hello, Peony Boy. I know of a little town in Peony in Manitoba. Yeah, B is for blackberry. Absolutely. Oh well. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun. So yeah, well, all right. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Um, you know, because I want to find you know, I don't mind. Like I don't mind sitting here just talking to you guys the whole time. But I think if I can find a whole bunch of little things that we can do that are that's just a little more interactive, it'll make it more fun. So, that's kind of one of those things I would certainly like to do because I think that would be fantastic. All right, guys, we're past an hour, so everybody go to bed. Go to bed now, guys. It's you don't have to go home, but you can't stay in the office. Oh boy. Yeah, well, as I said, we're going to be back again tomorrow. We'll do a proper market close. We'll open up the Financial Express for Thursday. Um, I think it'll be fantastic. It'll be great. Let's see. Just as I go to leave, that's when somebody comes out with a more complicated question. Let's see, what do we got here? If let's you see here. If you build more income portfolio with startup capital in the TFSA, then not add anything and just reinvest dividends, what happens to the TFSA room? Example, you start with 10K. After 3 years, you generate 1K a month. So yeah, so here's the thing. So if you're TFSA, and you know what? All right, here we go. you you ask the type of questions that I need. I need something for this. You guys know what I need. All right, come on, Canva. Let's go here. I need a whiteboard just because it's easier to show. So let's just grab a pen. So I'm just going to say, let's say your TFSA. We're going to say your TFSA contribution room's 100,000. Yes, it's probably more. It's probably, but let's just say that's your TFSA contribution room. And as you said, you put in 20,000. All right, so that leaves you've got $80,000 of contribution room left. All right, so you have $80,000 of contribution room. Now, you are making $1,000 a month. There we go. Oh, that's because I'm using the thick one. So you're making $1,000 a month. So the next month in here, you're going to have $21,000. What's your contribution room going to be? It's going to be 80,000. It's going to be 80,000. So that 1,000 does not count towards your contribution room. So you've grown your TFSA without affecting this. Now, here's the beautiful thing. So let's just say that you were to withdraw that 1,000. I'll put a WD. So let's say you were withdrawing that 1,000 that month. Well, that would still leave you with 20,000. And it would still leave you with 80,000. That doesn't change. None of that changes. However, what does change is January 1st, if the government gives you new room, they give you 7,000. Well, all of a sudden, all right, so all of a sudden your 80,000 is now 87,000. But here's the beautiful part. That 1,000 you withdraw, that comes back too. And now your 87 is actually 88,000. So you get that back. Even though you grew it in here and took it out, it ends up becoming permanent space. Now, if this will also work in the opposite direction. So if instead of making $1,000, if this shrunk to 19,000, that 1,000 is just gone. It's just gone. You'd still have 80,000 in room here, but you would have 19 in here, and that so you basically effectively lost 1,000 that way. So hopefully that made sense. All right. Holy banana bread. Yeah, second I say I'm leaving and you guys are like, let's all throw in 1,000,000 comments. Let's see. Thanks, Candace. You the best. Thanks for the stream. That's a cool idea. Always fun. Thanks. Why does it say that NVDA is because it's the CDR. It's not the actual stock. It's a certificate of depository receipt. So it's like a fraction of the stock. CDR is not the USA stock. No, it's not. No, it's not. But it moves in exactly the same way. Kia, hello, Candace. New here, but I watch most of your videos. Do you think MDA will reach $80? I love MDA. So MDA Space. This is one of these stocks. I think they're going to do well during the war, actually. Let's just take a look. They are down today. Holy banana bread. But I like these defensive stocks, and I think they are going to be worth their weight in gold as we sort of move along. And you can sort of see. Now, this is where they lost a giant contract to SpaceX, but they have picked up a new contract since then, and they're kind of key to Canada expanding on our Arctic defense. So yeah, will they hit 80? I think they will. Will they hit it this year? I don't think so, but I do think they'll get there. Let's see. I did not know there was a town called Piney in Manitoba. Pierre says thank you. And Heather's just answering. And Perlovia, thanks. Fun as always. Let's make some moolah tomorrow. I hope so. I hope so. All right, guys. I will be back here tomorrow. So until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll say it. Let's just do it. Bye-bye.